Hey there, it's Messy Moments with Marcy, and I'm glad you're here today. So thankful you've joined me. And today I am thinking about pain and getting out of a place of just deep hurt and anguish. Maybe you've lost somebody that you love. Maybe you've lost a significant relationship. You've lost a career or a friendship. Maybe you're hurting because of something medical that you're dealing with. In the times that I've experienced the most pain, whether from betrayal or surviving abuse or in transition from one part of my story or one chapter of my story to another, I was sitting and thinking, how did I refocus that? Did the pain get wasted? Did I sit in the pain? And granted, there is time to just feel the feelings. So the first thing is just feeling the feelings and letting yourself express those in a healthy way, writing them out, journaling them, sharing them with a trusted friend, taking them to God in prayer, dancing and singing and doing some sort of physical activity to let those emotions out and to feel them. And then return to something that's going to be kind of odd. Go back to a place when you were very little and you had compassion for someone or something that really stirred you up. So you go back to childhood and think about the things as a kid that you were really upset about or things that really pulled your heart. For me, the stories of resilience when kids would be mistreated or abused or neglected, like stories like Anne of Green Gables and Pollyanna or Punky Brewster, these stories where there were children that needed a home and were left and needed a permanent family. They really pulled my heart. So you go back to those stories and figure out what sorts of things tugged at your heart. And maybe now there are some things that you hear about on social media or on the news that just like pull you, make you so angry and upset or really sad. And that's a sign for an area of service that you need to take. So instead of funneling that pain back into yourself, feeling the pain and rehearsing the pain and nursing the pain, that just keeps you self-focused and keeps you stuck in the cycle of the pain. Why don't you take that pain and we're going to channel that pain into service. So when you channel your pain, that energy, that negative energy, we're going to transform that into actionable service. What that does, it kind of purifies that pain. It gives it a purpose and it starts to heal someone else. Do you ever think about that? How your pain is not just a bad thing to help you grow your character, and the inner work you do isn't just to help you be a better person. There's always purpose behind it. God wants us to love Him, but also love our neighbor as ourselves. And that's the mechanism where that gets done. Because if you don't have any pain, you don't have any things that are difficult that you've gone through, how can you connect with someone else? It's really difficult to connect with someone with, my life is just perfect. How about yours? No. We all have real experiences as human beings with things that are imperfect, things that are hard that we have to get through. We all have those. So if you take your pain, you funnel it toward purpose by redirecting that energy into service. So for mine, I had a passion for those stories of neglect and abuse. And so I take that and I serve children in foster care. I serve women who've experienced abuse and neglect and help point them toward peace in the middle of whatever circumstance they're in. All of them, children and women particularly. And that just has a way of transforming that circumstance, that pain, into power that heals. And that healing power makes such a difference in others' lives that it gives life back to me. It inspires me to keep moving forward, to keep growing, and to keep sharing. And so if you feel stuck today and you're in a place of deep grief or anguish or pain, I know what that's like. Um, Uncertainty. Yesterday was my last paycheck. So, and I don't have another job, and that's okay. All those feelings of being scared, anxious, painful, funnel those into something that you're passionate about that impacts others. Share your time, share your energy, get your mind focused off yourself and onto someone else that you can care for. You've already gone through some things. You've already navigated your way through those. Why not help somebody who's on the other side of that, who hasn't got to the place that you've gotten, and let those emotions, let that energy transform into something beautiful and healing, and that will bring more light and life to you, more purpose to you, glorify God, and just move you into a place that you're destined to be. I hope that encourages you. If it does, just share with someone. I want to encourage them today, just like I encouraged you.